fresh air after so long. Feels so good. It's almost 12. We are halfway on the road to Jaipur, the city of Maharajas.
We hadn't gone out for a bike trip for almost 5 to 6 months, and because of the lockdown outside and back to back meetings inside, it felt like forever. So, on the first opportunity of a long weekend in Janmashtami, we packed our bags and set out for an Odyssey across Rajasthan. We had hardly planned the trip. We had the idea for the longest time, but we weren't sure if it was going to be just Jaipur or complete Rajasthan this time. We just wanted to feel that sense of freedom once again. So, we hit the road yet again. The partners in crime were the usual ones, myself, Camellia, and Tuk Tuk. We reached the hotel in Jaipur at around 3 pm and found ourselves completely surprised. We had booked a hotel called Ravala Mrignayani Palace, and it turned out to be an actual palace where the royals had lived at some point of time. It was centrally located and the staff behavior was extremely polite. So, it is highly recommended if you are visiting Jaipur. After freshening up, we were looking for a sunset point and found out Nahargarh Fort. Oh boy, what a beautiful sunset it was. This is how magical the view is at night from the Nahargarh Fort. Especially coming late in the night was quite a surprise. You can see the whole city of Jaipur sparkling as if the stars had all come down.
Hi, so we had a great night's sleep, and this place is like a typical mahal. Camellia has been wanting to stay at a palace. I never thought that I could actually make her dream come true, but yeah, it's kind of a dream come true for us. The plan today is to explore rest of Jaipur, so going to places like Hawa Mahal, Ambed Fort and Jal Mahal, and of course explore some great food that Jaipur is so famous for. So look forward to day 2. We're just going out. The feel is like Azim o Shan Shahenshah. Shahenshah ji nikal rahe hain.
We had our breakfast in front of Hawa Mahal at a place called Windside Cafe. It's a rooftop cafe with a panoramic view of the Mahal. Do give it a try. The Hawa Mahal, also known as Wind Palace, has 953 windows for the passing of wind as per popular belief. However, a lesser known fact is that it acted as a parda for the women who used to sit behind the jharokhas to not miss out from the huzz and buzz and celebrations of the city. When you enter the Mahal, you are quickly transported into that world of history with the fountain in the middle of the courtyard, and imagine all the ladies playing around in the colors of Holi. This stunning piece of architecture is a must visit in Jaipur. After seeing the Mahal, we were very hungry. So we went to Khan for lunch, which is located right by the Jal Mahal. The food was so amazing. If you're a non-veg, you just cannot miss it. Post lunch, we went to Panna Meena Ka Kund, which is located close to Ambed Fort. Amer Fort, also known as Ambed Palace, is one of its kind fort located on top of a hill. Amer was once the capital of the princely Jaipur state, and this fort was also the residence of its Rajput rulers. You can see that from the fusion of Rajput and Mughal styles once you enter. One of the story goes that Diwane Am was so beautiful that its news traveled to the then Mughal emperor Akbar's son Jahangir. He of course didn't receive the news well. The Mughal ruler had then sent his troops to Amer to get the hall destructed. So, what did Raja Jai Singh do? He had the option of destroying the decade-old alliance with the mighty Mughals in order to save his creation, or he had to destroy his creation. Maharaja Jai Singh did something else. He had the hall hidden in a stucco. When the Mughal troops arrived, they saw nothing awe-inspiring, so they returned to the capital without laying a hand on the wall. Once again, by choosing pragmatism over emotion, they had saved both the hall and the friendship. It is also quite astonishing to understand the techniques used for the hot and cold bath during the times when technologies of today were not available. The fort overlooks the Mauta Lake, which provides cool living conditions to the residents of the fort. In the middle of the lake is floating the Kesar Kairi. This ornamental garden is a beautiful addition to the Amer Palace. The Diwane Khas, also known as Sheesh Mahal, is considered a jewel in the crown. The wall and the ceilings are covered in millions of small mirrors which resemble stars in the sky when a candle is lit in the night. The epicness of this palace can't be described in words but can only be felt. Don't forget to get a guide with you when you're visiting this marvelous piece of beauty.
It was dark when we came out of the fort. While returning, we decided to visit the Albert Hall Museum, which looked very beautiful in the night, and that was the end of the day for us.
Day 3 started very early with a visit to the Jal Mahal. It is one of the most picturesque places in Jaipur, so it's a must visit. Soon after, we went for breakfast to the Indian Coffee House. It's an aristocratic feeling to sit down where the royals might have enjoyed their breakfast at some point in history. After that, we went to City Palace, which till present day continues to be the home of the royal family. The moment you enter the palace, you get transfixed by its beauty while getting transcended into all those years of history played right in front of you. Jaipur is a city of old and modern, chaotic yet tranquil, history with still a lot of mystery. The Pink City is till date very welcoming to its guests. After exploring Jaipur, we knew definitely that it couldn't be the end of our trip. So, we set foot on our royal chariot and went on to explore the majestic state of Rajasthan. Do follow us on our journey, like the video, and subscribe to not miss the upcoming episodes. Till then, bye bye.